Hello, how are you? And I hope you're all doing well today. My name is Toni McClelland. I'm a critical friend and business mentor. What does that mean? That means that I inspire, empower and upskill business leaders so they can lead their business in the best possible way. I'm based in the UK and I split my time between South Wales and London, England. So there's a good balance. I've also got some grandchildren and grandnieces and grandnephews. So when we all come together, we spend lots of time singing, dancing and practicing our moves. So when Susan asked me if I could read a story for the Empower community, I was only too happy to read a story for you called Giraffes Can't Dance. The authors are Giles, Andreae and Parker-Rees. So here we go. Sit back, get comfy, make sure you've got your drink and enjoy. I'm going to sprinkle some Toni's fairy dust all over it for you just to give it that extra magical feel. So here we go. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to turn around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthog started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the door, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald." The animals all laughed. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool." "Oh, Gerald, don't be daft." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying as his tail was swishing around. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How is it that you dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." That's the story for today, and I wanted you to feel empowered by that story. I want you to know that you can dance if you want to dance. You just need to find your own special music and you can dance. If Gerald can dance, you can. If Gerald can dance, adults can. And you know what? We've got lots of dancing to do over the holiday, so get dancing and have a fabulous break. Sprinkled with some fairy dust, just for you. Bye for now.